Devan Tavadeva Dehe. O Deva, I am seeing all these Devatas in your body. In your body means, mind you, not any body in front of him. He is seeing within himself. Within himself only. Pashyami Devan Tavadeva Dehe Sarvan Bhutan Asesha Sanghan. All these other beings, groups of beings are also seen in your body. Brahmanamisam Kamalasanastham Rishesha Sarvan Uragansa Divyan. He is not only seeing the Devatas and other all beings, the Creator himself, that is Kamalastham, Brahmanamisam Kamalasanastham. The Brahman who is sitting on the lotus flower, you know, the Brahma, the Creator, is supposed to, is everywhere told like that, he is always sitting on the lotus flower. Lotus flower here is, what is that lotus flower? I will explain afterwards. But now, not only that, Creator Brahman, Isha, there is some difference in this commentary. Some people say Isha means here Iswara, Lord Shiva also. Because Sri Krishna Paramatma is Vishnu, rest of the Trimurtis, that is Brahman and Shiva, both these together are seen in this Vishwarupam, Rishesha Sarvan Uragansya Divyan. There are all the Rishis, all the Maharshis, including Vasishtha and Saptarshis and whatever the great Rishis are there, they are also seen. Not only that, Urgamsa Divyan, there are so many celestial serpents. You know, in the 10th chapter, Paramatma has shown that there are so many serpents and Nagas and serpents. They are all divine. Those serpents or Nagas, they are also seen along with this Brahma and Iswara and all the Rishis, and all these are not only this, all the beings, all these beings and all the above mentioned 33 Devatas also I am seeing in your body. Pashyami Devan Tavadeva Dehe Sarvan Bhutan Ashesha Sanghan Brahmanamisam Kamalasanastham Rishesha Sarvan Uragamscha Divyan. So, not only that, he is going on explaining. Aneka Bahu Udaravakranetram Pasyamitvam Sarvato Anantarupam Na Antam Namajjam Na Punustavadim Pasyami Visveswara Viswarupa. Aneka Bahodara Vaktarnetram. There are multiple, there is countless. That means whatever the being is there, that is being. He is totally mentioning that I am seeing all the beings. Aneka Bahu Udaram. All the arms, the stomach, Vaktram means faces, and Netram, all the eyes. That means he is seeing all the beings in this cosmic form. Aneka Bahudara Vaktarnetram Pasyami Sarvato Anantarupam. It is boundless. It is boundless. Not only that, Na Antam, Namajjam, Na Punustavadim. There is no beginning, there is no middle, there is no ending. That means as long as he is going on seeing something is coming. So he was surprised that the entire cosmic form, he has no beginning, middle or ending. That is boundless. So what is the question of saying that I am seeing in your body? Where is the border of your body? That body is boundless. That is, there is no border at all. So when we enter into this Buddhi Guha, you will see the boundless universe. Below the Brahmarandram, there will be borders, and the cosmic this world universe will have a certain border. There will be limited. But if you go cross beyond that, that's why that is Anantarupam. Anantarupam. Here also there is a science behind that. Arjuna is saying that Pasyami Visveswara Viswarupa. Pasyami Visveswara Viswarupa. You are both. That means you are Visveswara. That means you are the Prabhu, Lord of the entire universe, Visveswara. Not only that, you are Viswarupa. You are nothing but the universe itself. So your form is universe, and you are Lord for the universe also. You are Lord for the universe, but seen as universe only. So here there is a science behind it. What we see, the nature in front of us, we say that this is nature. This is nature, but it is not nature. This is Almighty Paramatma only, because he is seen in the form of Viswarupa. In that way, Arjuna is addressing that Visveswara Viswarupa. You are both the Lord of the Viswam, and you are the form of the Viswam. In that way, he is addressing. Here also there is science. There is this Shanti Mantram. We can explain. That is Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Everywhere we will be going on chanting this Shanti Mantram. What is this? Purnamadaha. In the beginning, that is Purnam. That is everything self-sufficient. And Purnamidam, that Brahman, when it has been turned into this nature, this is also Purnam. Purnamada Purnamidam. Purnat Purnamudachyate. This Purnam, this nature Purnam, is derived from that Brahman Purnam. Purnas Purnamudachyate. Again, if you put this nature Purnam into that Brahman Purnam, Purnameva Avashishyate. That means the Karya Brahman is Purnam, Karana Brahman is Purnam, and the Karya Brahman is derived from the Karana Brahman, which is also Purnam. If you combine these two, that is also Purnam. So wherever you say Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, that is the meaning behind this Visveswara Viswarupa. The Arjuna has already came to a conclusion that Paramatma is nothing but the entire Parabrahman itself. So Pashyami Visveswara Viswarupa. Now he is going on explaining. Daustra Karala Nichite Mukhani Dushtve Kala Anila Sannibhani Najanite Nalabhecha Sarma Jagannivasa Prasida Devesa Jagannivasa. In this they are also saying that Daustra Karalani, in this Viswarupam, you are seen like the blazing words, the blazing mouths. There are so many faces and mouths that is blazing, that is fire. Wonderful fire. You are seen like a fire, just like the fire that is seen in the Pralayam. When the entire universe is dissolutioning in the form of Pralayam, at that stage the physical nature will be turned into water, that is water, and after that water will be turned into fire. Fire will be turned into ashes. So this is the ultimate state of this Pralayam. Now he is just like when the Pralayagni Kala Anala Sannibhani, that just like the fire that is that will be there in the Pralayam, you are seen like that only. See, he is telling the entire universe, describing about the universe, what is going to happen while it is in the creation and it is in dissolution also. So Srishti Layal also, that is being seen by Arjuna. Kala Anila Sannibhani Diso Najane Nalabhecha Sharma Prasida Devesa Jagannivasa. Diso Najane. Disha means Dikkulu. Dikkulu here means I don't have any mental support. I am being frightened. I am being frightened by seeing this amazing and wonderful, cosmic. My mind is not in a position to withstand your cosmic form, and that's why Nalabhecha Sharma, I am not getting this peace of mind. Instead of seeing and enjoying this cosmic form, now the Arjuna is become frightened, and he says that I don't have any peace of mind. Please, Prasida, please so gracious and Jagannivasa, the Prasida Devesa Jagannivasa, oh Lord of all this universe, and you are the supreme of everything, please be gracious, please show pity upon me and withdraw your form. Like that, but he is going on explaining whatever the form is there in this cosmic form, he is going on explaining. And while explaining, and Arjuna says that Yada Nadinam Bahavambu Vegaha Samudrameva Abhimukha Dravanti Tadha Tavamai Naravera Lokan Vishanti Maktran Abhividjalanti. He is explaining how the pralayam is seen like that. That means Yada Nadinam Bahavambu Vegaha. Just like the rivers with so much floods, with speed, when they are entering into the ocean, with high speed, when the floody rivers are entering into the ocean, Tadha Tavami Naravera Loke Vishanti Vaktran Vishwalajjanti. That means the fire is like that. All these beings, they are being rushly entering into the faces of Paramatma. The face is like with Damstra Karalani. Damstra means the tusks, the coral, the tusks of the just like the tusks of the Asuras are there. Here also the so many faces of Paramatma are there with the tusks, and so many the beings are there being stuck, and they are caught at the teeth, and some heads of these also, all these beings are crushed into powder also. So like that the very frightful scenery is being seen by Arjuna, Damstra Karal, and Yadha Nadinam Bahavamba Vega Samudrameva Abhimukha Dravanti Tadha Tavami Naravera Lokan Vishanti Vastran Abhijjalanti. Like that. And not only that, Yada Pradiptam Jalanam Patanga, Yada Pradiptam Jalanam Patanga Vishanti Nasaya Samruddha Vegaha Tadha Nasaya Vishanti Lokan Tadhapi Vaktrani Samruddha Vegaha. Here also explaining in the previous slokam how the great Veeras, the warriors, how when the warriors, when they are killed in this battle, they are entering into this cosmic form. The cosmic form is now being studded with these dead bodies, the dead bodies of the warriors. They are just entering, rushing into the faces of Paramatma, just like the rivers with great speed, just like they are entering into the ocean. They are like they are entering into the faces of the Paramatma. And Yada Pradiptam Jalanam Patangaha, just like the moths, the flies, when they see the fire, they will be rushing into the fire for enjoying that, but they no sooner they will die soon. And just like this, Yada Pradiptam Jalanam Patangaha Vishanti Nasaya Samruddha Vegaha. With high speed, they are entering to destroy by themselves. Tatha Vinasaya Vishanti Loka Yada Pradiptam Jalanam Pratanga Vishanti Nasaya Samruddha Vegaha. Tadha Nasaya Vishanti Lokan Tadhapi Vaktrani Samruddha Vegaha. Like that, the other faces of all these beings, they are also entering into the great fire of Paramatma, who is in the form of Badabagni, that is Kala, Anandsan, Pralayagni. All these beings are rushed into that Pralayagni, like that they are being destroyed. So this is the great Viswarupam, both in pleasing form, just like the rishis and the serpents and all devatas, when a pleasant form they are seeing, and the other way, the great horrible forms are also seen in this cosmic. Then Arjuna was astonished. Akhya himeko, please tell me, who are you? Akhya himeko. Namosude Devavara Prasida, I am saluting to you. Please tell me your Vijnati Michami Bhavantamajyam Nahi Prajanami Tava Pravruttaha. So I don't know what you are. Please tell what is the purpose of seeing like this. I am very much afraid. Please, I am saluting to you. Please show your original form. In that way, what is your nature? What is the purpose of your being seen like this? Arjuna is asking. Then Bhagavan Vacha. Bhagavan says that Kalosmi loka kshayakrut pravruddho lokan samahattu miha pravruttaha rute pitvat nabhavashyanti sarve te avasita prachanikesh yodhaha. He is explaining. He started explaining. Kalosmi loka kshayakrut pravruddho. I am the Kala. I am the Kala. That means I am Kala Purusha. I am the Kala Purusha for destroying all these beings. I have capacity, not only capacity, my intention is to destroy this only, because when this sin over the earth is much more became, that means it is become to the maximum extent, then I will destroy all these creatures also. That is the intention of my being seen as this Kalagni. Kalosmi loka kshayakrut pravruddho, to destroy this worlds only. My intention is to destroy this only, because now what we are seeing in this in this situation, so many beings are being died of this episode of virus, or like that only. He was already explaining about this Viswarupam, that is what is going to happen in future also. He was going on explaining, showing this cosmic form to Arjuna. Rute pitva nabhavishyanti sarve te avasita prachanikeshu yodhaha. He is telling the future also. O Arjuna, even without you also, all these beings are already killed by me. Rutopitvam nabhavishyanti sarve. They will never remain. They are already dead. They are already slain by me. They are already killed by me. That means their destination is already decided. Their destination is already decided. Only thing is you simply do as an instrument. That is going to explain in the next stanza. Here, Rutepitva Nabhavishyanti Sarve Te Avasita Prachanikesh Yodaha. All these the warriors, including warriors or enemy, anything that they are going to be dead. They will never remain, because they are already destined to die. That is, I am explaining. Not only that, Uttishta Yaso Labhasva Bhunjiya Jatva Satrun Bhunjiva Samrajyam Samruddham Mayaive Ete Nihata Purvame Nihata Purvame Nimitta Matram Bhavasavya Sachin Nihita Purvameva. That means he is explaining. Now I am telling that what is going to happen. Now please hear me. Uttishtita, Uttishta, get up. Yasola Bhashva, you get the fame by winning the war. That means Jitva Satrun, you conquer the enemies. Bhatshase Bunjase Rajyam Samruddham, you enjoy the entire sumptuous kingdom. So the win the enemies and conquer the entire kingdom and enjoy this. Not only that, Mayai Vete Nihita Purvameva, all these are already dead by killed by me. Nimitta matram bhavasavisacham, you be like an instrument, you behave like a secondary cause here. Bhavasavyasacham, here he is mentioning this word Savyasachan. Savyasachan means one who shoots the arrows with both hands perfectly, then he is called Savyasachan. Even though he has got that much capacity of shooting the arrows with both hands perfectly, but you must be a nimittam, you must be an instrument. This is the Vedantam behind. There is much Vedantam behind this. Everybody should behave like this only, not only in the battle, in day-to-day life, in every second, in every moment, you have to be like this only. That is Paramatma is telling how when you see in the creation there are three types of beings. One is the jnanis, the other is human beings, the third one is lower births, lower beings. Especially the jnanis, that is in the human form, that is in the earth. Over the earth there are three forms, that is jnanis and the human beings without doing any sadhana, and the third is lower beings, lower creatures. So the jnanis, they are also become this nimittam. So to explain this, there are two causes. One is main cause and the other is secondary cause. Nimitta karanam and upadana karanam. Nimitta karanam and upadana karanam. Upadana karanam means that is main cause. Nimitta karanam means that is secondary cause. But when there is only one single entity, that is Brahman itself is there, where is the question of this Nimitta karanam and Upada karanam. But as long as you are in this illusionary world, you have to search for these two causes, that is Upadana karanam and Nimitta karanam. The Upada karanam is the main cause. Suppose if you form a golden ornament, when you prepare a golden ornament, the gold itself is the main cause, and the goldsmith who is turning the gold into ornament, he is called the secondary cause. So the secondary cause is the goldsmith and the primary cause is the gold itself, that is main cause. Like that, there are two things here for every being, is that is main cause is your Purvajanma karma. Main cause is Purvajanma karma, and Nimitta karanam is the now present effort. When you present effort here, why do you say that you have to do utmost effort in this birth? But if you go on doing this sadhana, ultimately you will come to know that I have nothing to do with this effort. I will become an instrument only. Until then I have to do this effort. This is the science behind it. But whatever effort you do, ultimately you will have to come to that you are only a nimitta karanam. You are only an instrument. In the jnanis, they will be always like the instrument, behave like the instrument only. In the third chapter, Paramatma says, Sadhusam chatashe tasya prakrute jnanavanapi prakrutim yanti bhutane nigraham kim karishyati. In the third chapter, the jnanis, they are also behaving the nimittam only. But as long as you are concerned, you are also behave like an instrument. But nobody can behave like this. Because every human being, when he is under the influence of this illusion or maya, the main root cause is Rajogunam. When this Rajogunam is there, that will never keep you to be quiet. It will never keep you to be quiet. Why? Because when the Rajogunam is there within you, it goes on provocating you to do karma. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi trishna sanga samudbhavan tan nibadhnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. So as long as you are with this Rajogunam, you will never keep quiet, so you will never become nimittam. You will never become nimittam. So you will never wait for that time. Some people, they say that there is time for everything. That is also correct. But we don't know when that time comes. When the time comes, when there is time for everything, but that is correct. But what is the time? How it will come? That also you cannot wait for that time. Only the people who are lethargic and docile only, they will without doing any action, they say that I will wait for the time. But you have to wait for the time by doing your own effort. You do effort and know the time. So without doing effort, you can never know the time. So to wait for the time means you have to do the effort and know that how the time is coming. That is the science behind it. And in ordinary social behavior also, we say that everything is done in Kakataliyam. Kakataliyam. Kaka means crow. Talim means that is the fruit of the palm tree. The fruit of the palm tree is talam, and kakam means the crow. So when the fruit of the palm tree is ripened to the maximum extent, totally ripened, then only the crow falls on it and the fruit falls down. Some people say because the crow has fallen in it and the fruit fallen down. Some people say that because the fruit is already totally ripened, just by nimittam of this crow falling on it, the fruit has fallen down. So there are two things, the crow and the falling of the palm fruit, they are Kakataliyam. Like that, in every instant, in every day-to-day life, we are facing this Kakataliyam only. Kakataliyam means when the fruit of the karma is ripened, now you are doing this human effort. And the other way you can say, when your human effort is maximum, then the crow flies on you like that. The kakam and the taliyam, unless they are combined together, no incident will happen even for a moment, even for a second also. That's why a jnani who is doing sadhana, he will be always waiting for the ordinance of the God Almighty. But ordinary man can never wait, because his rajogun will never keep him quiet, and he goes on doing some unwanted karma, and that's why he will have to face the fruit of the karma, and to face the karma he will again have to be born again. So this is the essence between the jnani and the ajnani. In that way, Paramatma is advocating or instructing that be nimittam, you become nimittam bhavasavesacham. To become nimittam, you have to do a lot, you have to learn a lot, you have to do sadhana a lot. But that is the science behind it. And Bhishmancha, Dronancha, Karnancha, Dronancha, Bhishmancha, Jayadrathancha, Karnan Tatha, Anyopi Yodhaviran, Maya Hatastvam, Jahi, Ma Vyadhishta, Yudhvishwa Jetasi, Rane Sapatvam. In the third slokam also, Paramatma is saying, Dronancha, Bhishmancha Jayadrathancha, that means Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya, and the Saindhava, not only Saindhava, Karnancha, the Karna, not only that, all these enemies, they are all Tatha Anyapi Yodhaveran, the other warriors also, Maya Hatastvam, they are already killed by me, Maya Hatastvam. Jahi ma vyadhishta, you conquer them. Ma vyadhishta, don't be fearful. I am telling you that they are already dead. You need not worry. Don't think that there is a chance of victory by them. You will be defeated. No, I am telling already the past, what is going to happen in future also. I am telling that Maya Hatastvam, they are already dead by me, they are killed by me. Jahi ma vyadishta, you conquer, don't be fearful, don't be fearful. Yujjasva jayata asi rane sapatvan, definitely you are going to win this victory, so please participate this battle. What is this participating into battle? That is your human effort. Human effort. Here participating into the battle means the effort is nothing but the yoga sadhana. Yogastha kurukarmani sangam chaktva dhananjaya. If you do like that, you will definitely win the samsaram. So it is just for referring to this battle. He is telling that if anybody does this sadhana, definitely he will win it, and the enemies are the kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madhvadasa, matsaryas. All these 6 enemies are already dead. I know that provided if you do this sadhana. This is the underlining about this. So like that the Paramatma explained the nature of showing this cosmic form. While seeing this cosmic form, Arjuna was repenting. Now after seeing this, he was repenting. How he is repenting? The exact the context of telling this Viswarupam is this only. That is Sakheti Matva Prasabham Yaduktam. He Krishna, He Yadava, He Sakheti Ajanata Maham Mahimanatamedam Maya Pramadat Pranavena Vapi Yachapahasabdha Masatkusoshi Eko Pyadhava Apyachyuta Tat Samatsam Tat Shamayet Tvam Aham Aprameyam. In these 2 slokas, Arjuna is repenting like anything. Till now I thought that you are my friend. Oh Krishna, I used to call you as Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Sakhi, oh friend, and oh Yadava, oh Krishna, like that, simply thinking that you are my friend. But now I am calling you that Sakheti Matva, thinking that you are my friend. Prasabham